Alright, we are back to our Angular installation video, part 7. Already, the installation is done, and we want to continue from here. So from our lesson template here, after doing this, by the time you enter out this command, after it's successfully done, then you open the project in a VS Code. Open the project in VS Code. Muhammad zan kira ka na class. Alright? You see something in our otherwise the guy will keep calling. Sorry for this for you are laughing, right? I'll ask you questions tomorrow. Yes. So good. Now we are here. Okay, now that the installation is done, the next thing you do is to close this, close everything, close the command prompt. We are done with it. The essence of inverting command prompt is to initiate the project, to have the skeletal application at the root level. The next is you open your IDE, right? Load your IDE and open the project inside IDE. Then that is where you begin to do the development. Are we there? The IDE is now loading. I should have loaded it before this. All right, it's okay. This is the IDE, but it contains another project, like the previous class. Let me close this. Let me close the folder. Where is it? Let me close the folder, and after closing folder, I'll open our old folder now. And this open new folder, the welcome. Then the folder says Angular what? Right? This Angular, this is CloudSoft site, right? Yes. Then I'll close this welcome. What is it? This. So this is what we have started talking about. But before I explain this project folder, let us run our project to confirm that everything is correct. All right. To run the project, you come to these 3 dotted lines, click. And then I just want to get my terminal, all right? Something come up here. Clicking, and then you go to terminal and say new terminal. Can you see a shortcut here? Control Shift what?
Yes.
Huh? Plus what? Backtick, right?
Yes.
Backtick. Open backtick. All right? So you can use that to get your terminal. I normally use that control, that shortcode. Let me close all this. In the comment. Alright, so can you see what we have here? This, it opens to our project, right? Project folder. So you can now, at this point, you can now type in ng, sorry, I don't want to confuse anything. ng what? ng-serve. I'll tell you the reason why we enter ng-serve later when we begin to discuss the press enter, when we start discussing the project structures. So by typing ng-serve, it will run the project for you. Alright, and when it runs, you see you open it in browser using localhost 42,000. Yes, 42,000, right? 42,000 localhost. Before it runs, please, this is our project structure. We need to understand the functions of each and everything here. Everything. So now it has run. Then you do what? This is 42,000 localhost 42,000. This is where the application is running by default. Then you can change it if you want. Then you can you hold down Control key and click, or you copy and paste in your browser it will open to the browser. So now I've done that. It's opening in our browser right now. Can you see it has opened to this? This is our project. We will continue from here right now and today. But before then, let me explain the project structure maybe in just 1 or 2 minutes. Then I'll ask you to carry out your assignments and complete the rest of the explanation. Now, good. So the first thing here we said .angular. It tells you that this project is Angular project, right? The framework itself. If you open it, you see kind of name of the package, some name of the project you have created. Can you see? And some of the dependencies used by Angular to create your project using Vite or Vite rather, and all that. And this is VS Code. It tells you that this is the folder that stores things that has to do with the IDE. You have opened the project, right? Next is what? Node modules. Node modules is a package. Dependency manager. Or that's where your dependencies, all your packages are being kept. Are we there? If you make a mistake of kind of deleting the contents of this node module, then you need to regenerate these packages again. But as it is now, it's okay. Are we there? So these are our These are our packages, and then maybe we combine with we've started reading through these. So please let's go by what the developer says. It says node modules installed npm packages. Installed npm packages for the entire workspace. Workspace wide, node modules dependencies are visible to all projects. The installed packages, the installed npm packages. That means the installed node packages, not the npm packages for the entire workspace are kept where? They are kept inside the node module. The packages themselves that have been installed, they are kept here. Are we there? So then now VS Code, then now SRC. Now what do they say about SRC? They said SRC, source files for the root level application project. This is what stores the source file. That means the user file. That means the developer file. Angular developer file is kept where? Inside SRC. Next is what? App. This is what we call the default component. The developer says contains image and other assets files to serve as what? Static files by the dev server and copied as sys when you build your application. So it contains images, it contains other files. Alright, all files that belongs to your application are being contained in the what? In the public. So look at it here. Public folder. This is SRC. Okay, this is Angular 18, right? This is Angular 18. So this is when it's like the documentation we are reading belongs to Angular, I think 17 or something. But then it has a app. Formerly, it used to mention public folder or something. So let's look for app folder and see what's the explanation. App folder now contains the component files in which your application logic and data are what? Confined. See details below. It contains the component files, of course. That's why the app folder is named what? It's named as the default component. In Angular we refer to pages as what? Component. We don't have pages, we have only one single page, which is index page. So all other things are what? Components. So now the default component, that means the component that comes handy with the skeleton Angular installation, project installation, is what? App folder. So next we have so many things here. Next is asset. This talks about the JIT And then here, please come down. There are things I want us to discuss here. So here I have the index, the favicon. This is where you put your icon, and or this is your icon rather inside the app. Then we have index.html. The index.html page that is served when someone visits your site. It is the page served when somebody visits your site. The CLI automatically adds JavaScript, CSS, whatever into the page. So this is your index page. Then the main.ts. It talks about main.ts, the main entry point for your application. When you run the application, it is the main.ts that first of all run. When main.ts runs, then it calls upon the app component. It calls the app component, and then later the index.html page is generated. Look at the app component here. Index.html is then invoked, rather not generated. Sorry. App.component.ts. Look at it. App.component.ts. The selector is what? Output. Okay. And then when it calls this, where is the HTML? So look at the the component of HTML. No, this is not what I'm looking for. Yes, the HTML. So come down here. Down there, you're going to see output somewhere that invites the index of HTML. Let me see if I can get it up here. Sorry, let's just that's it. Maybe later we check on this. So the main thing has been explained. Main.ts, index.html, yes, and yes. So let me create another video to start working with the application.